Oakhurst is an historic neighborhood located in the city of Decatur, just outside of Atlanta. When you think about the quintessential in-town neighborhood, you might think of somewhere like Oakhurst. Oakhurst is known for many things. Some of the things it's best known for would be the incredible historic craftsman homes, the peak walkability of the neighborhood. It's got good parks and green spaces. It's in an award-winning school district, and it has a lot of fun stuff to do for a tiny little neighborhood. It's really a unique place to live. And today, I'm going to walk you through what it's like to live, work, and play in Oakhurst. Let's get started. Hey y'all, this is Robert Murphy with the Murphy Group, and I'm putting up new videos every week walking you through what it's like to live, work, and play in Metro Atlanta. So hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you're the first one to know when the next one's up. We talk to people all the time just like you who are thinking about a move to Metro Atlanta, and we love talking about all the great things that the city we call home has to offer. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Metro Atlanta, our contact info is in the description, and we'd love to hear from you. The Oakhurst neighborhood is located in the city of Decatur, which is just outside of Atlanta. It actually borders the city of Atlanta. On the west of Oakhurst, you've got the Kirkwood neighborhood of Atlanta, and just south of Oakhurst, you've got the Eastlake neighborhood of Atlanta, which is my neighborhood. I spend a lot of time in Oakhurst, and that's a big part of why I like that neighborhood so much. Oakhurst is just outside the southeastern part of Atlanta. As far as getting to the airport from Oakhurst, it's going to be about a 20-25 minute drive. To get to Midtown Atlanta, it's going to be 15-20 minute drive. It's really not bad. In terms of transportation, Oakhurst is very close to the Eastlake MARTA station as well. It's just a few minutes away, so you do have good access to mass transit as well. Oakhurst is a very walkable neighborhood. It's a smaller neighborhood, which obviously is going to make it easier to get from one side of the neighborhood to the other, but it is a very residential neighborhood. There are sidewalks, there is commercial spaces right in the neighborhood as well as parks. So it's really easy to walk to things to do on a daily basis. Oakhurst, in my opinion, is one of the most walkable in-town Atlanta neighborhoods. In terms of housing, Oakhurst is a predominantly single-family home neighborhood. It does have some townhome and condo options, but one of the things it's best known for as a neighborhood are the beautiful historic craftsman homes that it has. Home prices in Oakhurst are typically going to start in the 700s or 800,000s and then go up over $1 million. If you're open to an attached home like a townhome or a condo, if you don't need as much space as a single family home, you can find some more affordable options in the neighborhood. In my opinion, Oakhurst has some of the most amazing historic craftsman homes in the city of Atlanta. You are going to see some new constructions as well. And this isn't across the board, but even with new construction homes in the neighborhood, a lot of times they're going to be built in the craftsman home style. So they're going to look similar to the older, more historic homes, because a lot of times somebody looking for a home in Oakhurst is going to be looking for a craftsman style home. In terms of parks in Oakhurst, I'm going to highlight, I'll call it 2.5 parks. There's McCoy Park, Oakhurst Park, and then Harmony Park. There's McCoy Park, which has a baseball, softball field. It's got basketball courts. It's got a skate park right in the park that a lot of kids use. It's also got a playground and a public pool. In McCoy Park, on any given weekend, there's a good chance there will be people there having a barbecue, a birthday party, or some other kind of social event. There's also Oakhurst Park, which in addition to having the baseball, softball field, the basketball courts, the playground equipment, it's also going to have tennis courts. And just like McCoy Park, on any given weekend, especially in the spring and summer, there's a good chance there's going to be people there having a barbecue, a birthday party, or some other type of social event. There's also Harmony Park, which is a much, much smaller park than McCoy Park or Oakhurst Park. It's got some patches of green space. It's best known for the dreamsicle sculpture that on an afternoon or a weekend, there's a very good chance you're going to see kids climbing all over it. With Oakhurst being in city of Decatur, it is part of the City Schools of Decatur School District. Now, City Schools of Decatur has won awards as a very highly rated school district. City Schools of Decatur is a smaller school district. There's a handful of elementary schools, there's one middle school and one high school. So the odds are good that if you have a child that goes throughout the entire school system, they'll have a lot of the same classmates in middle school and high school. When it comes to schools, only you know what's going to be the best fit for you and your family. I'll provide some resources to do some research on your own, and then you can make the best decision about what you're comfortable with. When it comes to entertainment, I would classify Oakhurst as small but mighty. Considering how small the neighborhood is, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of options in terms of food and drinks. There's festivals, there's events right in the neighborhood. The neighborhood has a lot going on considering how small it is. In terms of entertainment, in my opinion, it starts with the central commercial part of the neighborhood. You'll either hear it referred to as Oakhurst Village or the Square, sometimes downtown Oakhurst. In terms of restaurants in the Square, it's going to be local, casual restaurants. There's a brewery right off the Square. It's got a lot to do in a very small space. In the evenings or the weekends, it's going to be very busy there. I really like the events that Oakhurst puts on right in the neighborhood. One of those events is Porch Fest. It happens every fall. I think the best way to describe it is like an outdoor music festival in the neighborhood. So in Oakhurst, like I said before, a lot of the homes are these historic craftsman style homes, many of which have large front porches. So what they'll do is the homeowners will volunteer and they'll host a band or a musician on their front porch. The entire neighborhood gets involved and you just walk around the neighborhood because it's very walkable and listen to different bands at people's homes. People will sell drinks, provide food sometimes. It's a really, really fun event that the neighborhood gets excited about and a lot of people participate in. There's also the Oakhurst Wine Crawl that typically takes place in March. It happens in the Square in Oakhurst Village, and different businesses like the different restaurants and even other businesses that are in or around the Square will set up tables or booths and they'll pour different kinds of wine. You walk around and try the different kinds of wine. It's a really, really fun social event. The neighborhood really comes out for it. It's a lot of fun. In addition to Porch Fest and the Wine Crawl, there's other events in the neighborhood. There's Mardi Gras and Mead. There's the Soapbox Derby, Chili Cook-Off. Oakhurst puts on a lot of events and there's a lot of activities right in the neighborhood. That's why I said, when it comes to entertainment, Oakhurst is small but mighty. Oakhurst is a very unique neighborhood in the in-town Atlanta area. And one of the things I love about all the different neighborhoods in Atlanta is that they're all very unique. They have their own personality, their own identity. Depending on what you're looking for, Oakhurst could be a great place to call home. It has beautiful historic homes, peak walkability, nice parks right in the neighborhood, award-winning schools, and more entertainment options than you would expect from such a small place. I've lived in Metro Atlanta for over 25 years and in the city of Atlanta for over 10, and it's where we're raising our family. I think it's a great place to call home, and I love talking to people every day just like you who are thinking about making Metro Atlanta their home. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or make a Zoom appointment right there in the description because we'd love to connect.